So it's that time of year to look at the scoring zone and the release of a new Taylormade MG4 Wedge. I'm here with Lee from Taylormade and we're going to dive into the changes that they've made from MG3. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button. So Lee, MG4 replaces MG3, new wedge for the year. I've heard some good news about this, good things about it. It's been unbelievable. I mean, we were talking earlier off camera there that at the Open Championship this year, this was in more players' bags than MG3. Yep. So players have switched straight into MG4 versus MG3. It must be good. What's good about it?
So obviously we've kept all of the best things from mill grind wedges in the past. Obviously mill grind is the sole, so it's got the mill grind sole on there. You can see with almost the grooves going across the bottom of the head there. But the biggest change comes with the face technology. So the wedges were popular anyway in their shape, so we haven't had to change that too much. Same on the appearance, but the face has changed. So it's still a raw face, but we've got rid of the micro rib face, and we've now put these grooves on the face at a 45-degree angle. So you've still got normal grooves. In between your normal grooves, you've almost got like micro grooves in there. They're at a 45-degree angle. They help add grip anyway, but then when you're hitting shots with an open club face, the way the ball then slides up the face and grips at an angle just helps to control spin a lot better. One of the other big things that having this face help do is take water away. So when you're hitting shots in wet conditions, the spin rate stays a lot more consistent and a lot closer to where you would hit a wedge in dry conditions.
So it seems to me that Taylormade are after two things here, Lee. They're after giving you a lot more control of grip around the green,
yep,
and selling more golf balls.
Yes.
Yes, because this thing's going to rip up, isn't it? It's going to rip up quite quickly. What's quite evident is that the difference between the raw face and the edge of, or the chrome, if you like, it seems less. It seems more subtle.
Yep.
In MG2, the original MG2, it was really pronounced. When this went rusty, it was kind of like night and day.
Yep.
This seems like it's a little more subtle. Is that something that Taylormade have actively done?
Yeah, I mean it is a little bit subtle. It is aimed to blend a little bit more. Partly this depends on how much you use your wedges. They will look slightly different on the face because they do rust. This is a new wedge. It's been out the wrapper now for maybe a week or so. So you can see there's been some rust on there, but not loads because it's not been used in the wet. But if you were to use your wedges regularly, you wouldn't see so much on there. If you play golf once a week, maybe like I do, you see lots of rust here around the top of the wedge and the part where the ball connects. That's where you start to see less rust on the face, but the rust is still there. And again, rust is there to help in wet conditions, keep spin more consistent. And
standard wedge shaft 115 hasn't changed?
So we're still going with Dynamic Gold Tour Issue shaft. In there, so it's the Dynamic Gold Tour Issue 115, so a touch lighter than the Tour Issue S400 that you see a lot on tour. Main reason for that is that's a very heavy shaft. It's great for those tour guys that swing it fast, but this shaft just a little bit lighter, easier to load for those.
And in terms of grind options, I mean, this is an SBC. What is SBC?
So we've actually added 3 new grinds.
Okay.
So we've always had our standard bounce, our low bounce and our high bounce. We've now added 3 new grinds with an LBV, there's a HBC, and then the SBC that you've got in your hands there. We're also going to be using the TW grind as well. Okay. That's going to be available in 56 and 60 degree like it has done for the past 3
So
months.
what would be the difference between this grind?
So the difference between this and a standard bounce wedge.
So this is
SB versus SBC.
Yep.
SBC has a little bit more relief, a little bit more camber around the back to give you a bit more versatility over the normal standard bounce wedge.
Okay. So it's just how that's shaped at the back.
How that's shaped. Yeah, if you like to maybe go up onto the toe or sit the face open for certain wedge shots, if you're more of a manipulator of the face, you might like this grind a little bit more if you want to keep your bounce angle the same as standard bounce.
Okay, so there we go, guys. MG4 coming soon. It is a really, really good looking wedge. I mean, it looks great on the rack. Isn't it? It'll look fantastic.
It's going to be available in black as well.
Okay, black head as well. So lots of options, lots of more grind options and bounce options, which is fantastic for us from a fitting perspective. It it looks like you're going to have to buy an extra dozen golf balls a month just to make sure with that new groove pattern you don't rip up that ball too much.